great day for the Smoky Mountains, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
Entertainment in the Smokies, man. We got so much going on. I'm going to rattle off so quick. It's going to be unbelievable.
Packed.
Packed. That's why we've been a little bit late this morning, because we've had a lot of guests show up today, but it's going to be an amazing show. Make sure you share it, like it, click it, Instagram, everything, right?
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Definitely.
we do want to talk about what's going on in the Smoky Mountains. There's always a ton of things going on in the Smoky Mountains. It's harvest time. Gosh, it's getting cool in the morning.
Feels good.
Feels
great outside.
Last night, my wife and I actually got in the hot tub. It was a wonderful evening, cool night breeze, popped the jets on, sat back and relaxed. It was amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm a big
I wasn't
proponent.
there, but
I'm glad you weren't there. It would have been a little awkward.
That's a little weird.
Anyway, we got Smoky Mountain Harvest Festival. All these festivals are coming up this next week with Smoky Mountain Harvest Festival. Oktoberfest is here, coming up very, very soon. It starts on September 25th. It's up at Ober-Gatlinburg, which is going to be amazing. And, of course, Dollywood's Harvest Festival starts up on the 25th. Have you been to Dollywood this year?
I haven't been to Dollywood in a while.
I wasn't able to go this year. The COVID stuff kind of made things a little difficult to get there this year, but I'm looking forward to getting there next year. And if you're a beer-drinking guy or girl and you like swimming with the sharks, the Sips and Sharks is going on at the Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. It says you can sleep with the sharks. It shows Sips and Sharks with two beer mugs clashing with a shark over their head, which is kind of wild. But if you like that kind of thing, it's a great thing to do.
I like sharks.
I do too. I swam with them last year at Atlantis.
Nice.
I just posted the video on my Facebook page a few days ago if you want to check it out. Anyway,
Fantastic.
Good stuff.
Most definitely.
Anything going on in your neck of the woods?
Yes. So Gatlinburg Brewing Company this weekend. On Friday, you have Jeff Lane. He'll be on the show later. He plays from 7 to 10 p.m. William King is on Saturday at Gatlinburg Brewing Company, September 26th from 7 to 10 p.m. Union Place in Knoxville, you have Chris Long out of Johnson City and Bristol areas, September 26th from 3 to 6 prior to the UT game. At the Gym Bar, you have the One Way Band. They're great. Check them out. They play from 9 to 1. Finn's Tavern in Knoxville, Jacob White, he plays from 7 to 9 on Thursday of this week, which is tomorrow. And then, of course, at Cotton Eye Joe, we have
Hayden Kaufman in town. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it.
And that's on the
25th.
On the 25th.
Yeah. Doors open at 6.
Doors open at 6.
Show starts at 8.
There's an opener, and then he will go on around
9:30-ish.
9:45, something like that.
Yeah. There's actually 2 openers. I think there's two musicians playing before Hayden.
Nice.
Hayden got his start. He was an opener this time last year. And this year,
he's headlining. He also has a lot of big things going on. I've been keeping up with the dude. I played with him a long time ago at Open Chord.
I think it's so cool that you know this guy, because he is an amazing young man. To be 23 years old.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing young man. And he's got his good friend David in with him. He's his guitar player. You guys are going to love these guys. But first, we want to show you this music video that they shot here recently. This is what's coming to the Cotton Eye Joe this Friday night. Check out what's coming up.
Feel the pain on her darkest nights. She's where I need to be. Take me back to Tennessee. Picture on the dashboard, bottle on the floor. That phone call lasts forever, but left me wanting more. This ride through Oklahoma ain't quite what it seems, and I live out on the road just to give her everything. All night long on my own, burning this highway, and take me back to Tennessee. When I'm off the road, I feel at home, and she's right next to me. Take me back to her skies, and there never rain or feel the pain on her darkest nights. She's where I need Tennessee. I miss her mountains in the winter, her leaves in the fall, her lips are honeysuckles. Oh, she's got it all. The calm in her river, the waves in her long hair, her outline in the sunshine always gets me there. I can't stay one more day, been too far too long, and take me back to Tennessee. When I'm off the road, I feel at home, and she's right next to me. Take me back to her skies. There never rain or feel the pain on her darkest nights. She's where I need to be. Take me back to Tennessee. She'll always be my home, sweet home. So take me back to Tennessee. 'Cause when I'm off the road, I feel at home, and she's right next to me. Take me back to her skies. There never rain or feel the pain on her darkest nights. She's where I need to be. Yeah, she's all I need to take me back to Tennessee. Tennessee.
At 23 years old, singer-songwriter Hayden Kaufman here, songwriter from Knoxville, Tennessee. Man.
Now Nashville, Tennessee.
Now he's living in Nashville. What
Yeah.
an accomplishment, man. That was a fantastic video.
Thanks.
That was a great, great song. And it does really epitomize what it's like to live right here in Tennessee.
Yeah, man. Best place on earth.
I like to think so anyway. You know, before we switched to the video, we were talking about how, you know, this time last year you were opening a show at the Cotton Eye Joe, and this coming weekend you're actually going to be the premier concert guy Friday night. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, man. I'm stoked. It's gonna be fun.
So, over that year, I mean, what transgressed over this year? This last year, I mean, it's been a COVID year, but you've had to work very, very hard to come up and actually be an open or be the actual headliner at Cotton Eye Joe this weekend.
Yeah, man. I mean, we just been doing a lot of, the past year, just grinding, and, you know, we played a bunch of, kind of got in the whole fraternity scene, honky tonk scene, and luckily we were able to get a good following from that. Like, a lot of those kids are, I mean, they're our age, you know, so we kind of get that crowd following us on, you know, Spotify, iTunes, Instagram, and so we kind of been doing that. And like we were talking about off air, my dad always like kind of still that 10,000 hour rule, like you said, you follow. So, you know, we kind of just go by that. You're going to play a lot of bad shows. You're going to write a lot of bad songs, but you don't put those ones out, you know. So, just a lot of hard work, just like anything in life, you know.
I've played a lot of bad shows.
Yeah, it happens, man. Sometimes you play 4 hours and they give you $50 and nobody's clapping, but then sometimes you play for 2,000 people, so it just happens.
You got to bring your A game no matter what.
Yeah, man, you never know who's watching. That's how I live by.
You never know who's watching. You have no idea.
I've played in a room with one person. That one person was a major radio connection that I still utilize.
There you go.
So
connections are everything.
Yeah.
You know, give it 100% every time, because you never know. Like you said, you never know who's in the room.
Yeah.
You never
play
know.
like it's your last show too. Yeah. You know, wear it out.
Yeah. And you never treat people differently. You know, some of my biggest contacts today that have led to millions of dollars over the years was from a lighting guy. that I met 12 years ago. And just through that contact with him, he was just a lighting guy, and I helped him set up his lights one day because we were at a video shoot. I was done, and I said, dude, I can help you. And he's like, oh, man, that would be great. Led me to my largest client today.
That's great.
You just never know.
Also, a little advice, continue to reach out to your fans, and at a show, continue to take photos with them, and don't ever think, you know, that someone is not wanting a photo with you or wants to talk to you. Talk to as many people after that show as you can, and it will build your fan base and make you excel.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, that's something I've repped to my artists all the time. You know, constantly continuation of keeping your fans engaged with you is super key.
Oh yeah, I agree.
You know, and I know there's a lot of huge famous rock stars and country artists, you know, who do like the whole VIP meet and greet, and they take a photo and take a shot and that's it.
Right.
You know, like actually spend time with these people and get to know them, so they get to know who you are, so they continue to follow you.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
so and I've seen you grow through the years fast. You know, I remember playing a show with you at Open Chord.
Yeah, man, that was the first time I ever played music.
You were acoustic, and you had about, I don't know, 200 people from UT show up, and it was Slamdo, you know. Then it was a great time seeing you grow, you know. And then I saw you move to Nashville, and I was like, oh, man, this guy's going to take off.
Thanks, man.
And then
I
I saw you at
appreciate
the college circuit, and I was just like, oh, yeah, he's going to just pop. It's going to go. So I know it's a lot of hard work. And you said you've been recording, too. Where do you record at? What are you doing?
Yeah, I've been recording with a guy in Nashville named Grady Saxman. He's also a studio drummer out there, and just recently got with him with my new manager. They just knew each other through the Texas music scene, and got with him, and then we use a mixing engineer in Texas. But yeah, we've been working on a project. I put out 4 singles this year already. One of them was Tennessee.
Fantastic, man.
And yeah, we're working on, you know, whatever they're calling an EP, small album. It's just we're gonna put a few extra songs out. So we're really
pumped like 7 songs.
Yeah, it'll be 7 songs on it.
Fantastic. Yeah. Nice. So you guys are playing at Cotton Eye Joe's. You pretty stoked? You excited?
I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
When's the last time you guys played a full band gig?
We played a small one back in June, but it was real social distance, like private event, like charity thing. And then, man, other than that, we played 2 fraternity shows in Knoxville on the same day this past February. We played 2 in one day, and that's the last time. Our drummer hadn't even played a full band show since then, so it's been fun to rehearse lately and get prepared for the show Friday.
How long you guys playing for?
We'll play about an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half, you know, somewhere in there, varying how much I run my mouth, you know.
Right.
we had the song set, but not sure how long it'll be.
How many people are you expecting to show up to this thing?
Man, we're hoping a packed house. I mean, we've had a lot of people reach out to us saying they're coming out from all different areas, but, you know, I'm obviously hoping for a sellout, but we'll see. No matter, like I said earlier, hey, if there's 5 people in there, it's still gonna be rowdy with us. So
they're gonna be more than 5 people there, folks. I can tell you that. We're shooting a music video and a video, hopefully for a television pilot, there at the Cotton Eye Joe Friday night. And if you'd like to be part of that, we'd love to have you there. You can go to cottoneyejoe.com and you can purchase your tickets there. You know, without great people beside us, though, you know, we kind of fall a little flat. Now, I notice you got this handsome young man standing beside you.
Oh,
here.
very handsome.
Okay, very handsome. How long has this guy been beside you?
Honestly, we started playing together about when I started out, like really close after I started. Like once I started taking music serious back in 2018 when I was starting, we met through a friend of a friend and kind of just stuck. Kind of stuck together. He's been in the band since day one. So
you got to give him some cool little music.
Yeah, give us something.
While
you know?
he's
Give us something.
talking, it's good stuff. Nice background tunes.
Jim's been waiting for that all day.
I have been because it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect stuff.
How'd you guys meet each other?
We met each other through a bass player that I was playing with at the time. He doesn't play with us anymore. We were just needing a guitar player for a show. And you know how it is. I mean, I was getting into music. I was only in the sports world my whole life, so I knew no musicians at all. And we needed a guitar player for a full band. He brought old Dave, and Dave sounds like he's from the coast of California, and he's actually from Georgia. So,
how'd you get started, Dave? What's your background? Give us brief.
Give us a brief background. Talking to that.
Man, I started a long time ago. I don't remember how old I was, but
how old are you?
I'm 22 now.
Oh, you're a baby too.
I've been playing for about like 10 or so years.
Okay.
And Stevie Ray Vaughan really got me into it, and my uncle, he plays piano. He plays like boogie woogie type piano. He really got me into it, and Yeah, man, I've just been.
He's played with some cool people, right?
Yeah, my uncle actually, he plays for a country artist in Nashville, and he's just really inspired me to pursue that dream, and so that's what I'm trying to do.
I love the way this guy talks, man. I want to pursue that dream. You're like the epitome of coolness, David. I just got to tell you. Clay Newman is one of your main guys.
He's my right hand man.
He's your right hand dude. That guy, he is a mover and shaker.
He is.
He says you're doing a lot of stuff with social media. Tell us about that. You've got friends, Instagram. Your numbers have shot through the roof.
Yeah.
You've got tens of thousands of people liking
man.
you. So tell people where they can find you on Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram at Hayden Kaufman Music, Facebook Hayden Kaufman Music, Twitter Hayden Kaufman Music, and obviously my music's Spotify, iTunes, and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, kind of how we've been doing that a lot is, Clay's, our team, we have some social media people that help me, like with the, analytics on when's best for me to post and stuff like that. But a lot of it's kind of like what James is talking about. Like, I'll go to these fraternity shows and I'll talk to like their, committee or whatever that you call those guys, the top guys. I'm just like, hey man, if you want to shoot me all of your guys' Instagrams, I'll go follow them and I'll tag them in this picture. We always take a big picture with the guys afterwards and get to hang out with them and all that kind of stuff. And that kind of escalates. Like, they'll follow me back and we kind of stay in touch. And then that's when it's cool. Like, tons of fraternity guys will be at the show like Friday. You know what I mean? Like, all have been messaging me because just create that relationship. And all these guys, kind of a big circle. Like, if you play Pike at Tennessee, I've also played Pike at Auburn, and I played Pike at wherever, all sorts of places. It kind of works like that. So
I'm excited because there's so much going on. Silk Kozar's directing a show that we're trying to put together out at Cotton Eye Joe, called Country Roads, along with owner Chuck Ward. Those guys are great, man. Talk about their minds, the way they think about it. And then I remember Chuck's telling us that you're coming to concert, and he was telling us about you. And then once we met you, it was just like, this is such a great idea. There's so much to be done out there. And speaking with Clay and all the things that have come together, you guys are kind of doing something new too, because WIVK is doing a big promotional boost for you.
Yeah.
And they're one of the area's top country stations
100%.
around the country. And you got something cool going on. You guys are doing like something. You're doing something today. Give us a little bit about
today
that.
They're doing the lunch hour, and then we're going to go play for some people and with Bob over there at WIVK, about 6 songs, just kind of giving people a little taste of what they'll get Friday with the full band. And then they got radio commercials going, promo, and we've got all sorts of stuff going on with those guys at WIVK, and even like TV interview tomorrow is going to air that we did earlier this week. So it's really exciting. It reaches a lot of people and will help, I think, promote the event.
Pretty amazing. We're really, really, really looking forward to it. I know that you are really, really looking forward to it. We're going to play one more music video from the group, and it's called, what is it called, Hayden?
College Night, and there's a throwback
College
song.
Night, talking about fraternities. Hey.
We really appreciate you coming on the show
Yeah,
today.
thanks for having me, guys.
And keep in touch with Promotion. I'd love to have you guys come in and do a live session too.
100%.
And see what else we can do together. And I can book you as well. Let me know. Keep in mind. Keep in touch. And,
so great for you guys.
Looking forward to seeing you guys play on this weekend.
Yeah, Friday. Y'all
I'll be there.
I'll
be there.
Friday night at the Cotton Eye Joe.
I'm coming to party.
It's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night. All right, let's roll that video, College Night.
What's going on, Megan?
How's it going, man?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Been busy today or what?
Not too bad. Hanging in there.
Yeah.
It's always a bad day to be a beer around here, though, man.
I heard that.
Get you one?
Yeah, I just take the usual, I guess. Did you hear about Ross?
Yeah. Damn shame.
I know it. Hey, you care if I change the channel?
Didn't have much but this old white truck and a can full of winter dreams. Knox County line flying by, mindset on Cotton Eye Joe. Hand me an thinking, baby, what you think about you and me? We can boot, scoot, and boogie out on the dance floor. I can take you home if you want something more. We got our boots on, a splash of cologne, always ready for a fight. Ladies got their jeans on tight and hair done up just right. We got a wannabes with their fake IDs sitting right outside. That's when you know it's college night. We got our boots on, a splash of cologne, always ready for a fight. Ladies got their jeans on tight and hair done up just right. We got a wannabes with their fake IDs sitting right outside. That's when you know it's college night. That's when you know it's college night. Come on, boys, they say they're shutting it down. Bar closed at 3 a.m. Somebody call the Uber. I can't drive.
All right, man. Well, my Uber's here, so I'm gonna hit the road. So I'll see you Sunday for college night. All right.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Tell you what, September 25th, this weekend, Friday
This
night,
week.
be there.
Boom.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Now we got another guest on the show.
We do. Another great artist.
Oh yeah,
Tell us who we got. It's Jeff,
Yeah.
right?
Jeff Lane. Where's Jeff Lane at?
Jeff, oh Jeff. There he is. He's playing.
He's somewhere.
Jeff.
We see you, Jeff. Oh, Jeff Lane. Look at that. Look
Jeff
at that
Lane.
sign right there.
There he is.
How you doing, Jeff?
I'm doing good, brother. How you doing?
Oh, doing good. We can't see your face, but we see the Jeff Lane name behind
Oh,
it.
I got you. You're out to find me.
All right, you're gonna have to go
There.
move your camera the other direction. Put yourself.
Oh, there you are. Boom.
Nope, keep going. Other side.
We see you.
We
Yep.
see you.
Yeah.
Now.
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you, brother?
Oh, we're hanging out. We're hanging out, doing the fun thing up here. We're excited to have you up here in Gatlinburg this weekend.
I'm excited to come down there. That's the first time I've ever played Gatlinburg Brewing Company.
It's going to be packed. It stays busy there.
Good.
It does not slow
Awesome.
down. So, what's going on, man? I know you've been playing a whole lot.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy. But you know the patio weather. So
Yeah, it's perfect.
I've been
Weather.
a little hot now.
Yeah, weather is becoming perfect right now to play music outside for sure for a couple months. Now you're out of you're out of Johnson City with all the East Tennessee musicians up there. I know you're like a leader up there with all those people. A lot of people following you.
Well, I'm actually Fort, which is pretty close to Johnson
Yeah,
City.
Kingsport. Yeah, good old Stinksport up there. Tell us how you've been doing since through COVID. What kind of strategies have you been providing to continue the growth of your brand?
Well, I've been, of course, I've been playing a lot of patio because where the bands haven't been getting a lot of play due to the obvious reason. A lot of places picked artists.
Right.
So I've stayed pretty busy every day, and I've been doing a live stream every night on Facebook. And
Now
growing
that
my-
stream has grown and grown and grown. I've seen this thing getting thousands and thousands and thousands of hits. Now
Yeah.
has the new Facebook law affected you some? I mean, you don't really play many covers anyways, but
No, it has not. You know, a lot of people put that out there. Scared a lot of musicians, but I think what everybody thought it was.
got you. Well, what's new with you, man? Huh? What's going on?
I've been working with Sound Biscuit,
Sound
the
Biscuit?
beer bowl. Yeah, getting ready to put out, hopefully, the starting work on a big album, but it's going to start with single.
What's it called?
I'm thinking first single is going to be called Balladeer.
Balladeer? Now, what does that song mean to you? What does it mean to the world when they listen to it?
About something that most acoustic artists, you always end up playing, then you find yourself late at night in front of an audience that really isn't lit. You kind of have to go to a special through those nights. And so in the song, it kind of takes me from where I started writer on stage itself at that point, and how I feel in my mind through that.
Got you. Now, you play a lot of acoustic shows, and you have a band of your own. What's the band called?
The band is called 100 Acres.
100 Acres, man.
100 acres?
Yeah, 100 Acres.
100 acres.
And he has some really great players in it, man. They're sick.
Have we got a video for?
No, actually, I'm trying to get him to come down here and do a live session with the band, so I can showcase his talent. Yeah, you need to do it.
Yeah, well, of course you need to do that. This is James Gilly over here.
He has. We've done a live session before, and we're actually going to play one of his songs, Mr. Jones, eventually. But yeah, you know, his band is sick. They're great, dude. They're great band.
Well, you have great talent, James. You know how to pick them. I'm glad you picked Jeff because he's a great guy.
They kind of picked me too, you know.
Is Jeff playing around here sometime soon? Is anything going on?
So he plays Friday the 25th.
Friday the 25th. Where's he playing at?
He's at Gatlinburg Brewing Company.
Gatlinburg Brewing Company, right up here in the Smoky Mountains. Friday the 25th. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's why,
awesome.
you know,
I'm very
all
excited.
these places up here, get these artists up here.
That's why we need to have him on the show.
Yeah, that's why he's here.
That's why. Now he's where? You say he's in Johnson City?
Kingsport.
Kingsport.
Yeah, Kingsport's Tennessee. He's like he's a really well-known singer-songwriter.
Well, yeah, I remember Jeff. He's a great guy.
He's fastly growing too. People are following this guy left and right.
It's amazing what happens when you're good, Jeff.
Well, I hope something good.
He has a really unique voice. I really enjoyed listening to him, you know, and his playing style. And he's a great singer-songwriter. Well, his songs really connect to people, you know. Like there's a lot of great musicians out there, but I think his songs, the ones that I know at least, connect to me, and it works.
That's what makes great artists. You know, like when Bob Dylan came out, you know, people. It wasn't about his style of music or voice. It was about his stories, you know.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen, another phenomenal storyteller. You know, people love the guy. You know, it's like the stories, man.
Right.
It's how people treat the crowd, how the people relate to people through their music, and I mean, Bob Dylan's one of the, you know, foremost writers in the world. If you listen to his music, he's just one of those guys that just, man, he gets it.
Oh yeah. So Jeff,
I'm lucky enough. When I'm lucky enough to place, I get more comments about the stories.
So Jeff, tell
People
everyone
do
where they can find you at, and then we're going to run that song.
Okay. I have a website called jefflanemusic.com.
Okay, I'm gonna put that up here. Jeff Lane.
From the site, you can find it Instagram, Facebook,
YouTube.
Spotify, YouTube, yeah, anything.
All the goodies. Well, we appreciate you coming on the show today. We're going to play this song and move to the next, but I wanted to get your face up on here and promote Gatlinburg Brewing Company and you as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, and
Thanks.
I can't wait to hear some more music from you, man. So,
Awesome.
please play Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Little tune, somebody I knew a long time ago named Jones. I had this friend, his name was Jones. Kinda pale like a vampire, skinny as a bag of bones. We was damn lucky to live through being young and dumb. Pulled a piss with a 72 Camaro. We was cocked like a loaded gun. Haw, haw, haw. Haw, haw. Well, it was fun riding shotgun back in them days. But one afternoon, 20 years later, I recognized his face. He was standing outside Walmart with a cardboard sign. And I told him to climb on in, but this time I'll drive. Jones, what the hell are you doing out here, man? Oh, the last time I saw you, you had a shifter in your hand, yeah. I could tell by the look in his eyes that he was down on his luck. We sat there for 2 or 3 hours just a talking in the truck. With 3 kids and a wife waiting back at the budget inn. He was just doing what he had to do to pay for all his sins. Haw, haw, haw. Haw, haw. Well, I reckon time stands still when you're high on pills. But life ain't living when you're day to day. It's really just deal to deal. Walking round town in concrete shoes with your arms in the air. And you know they know that you screwed up, but you hope that they still care. Jones, what the hell are you doing out here, man? Oh, the last time I saw you, you're working on your master plan, yeah. Jones, 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 damn it, Jones. He said Burger King sells them doubles for $1 a piece. And that's a damn good thing when it's 84 and 80 down on Myrtle Street. These kids would be better off if me and their mom was dead. But they ain't no place to do the deed when we're all in the same bed. Haw, haw, haw. Haw, haw. So another day on the sidewalk, flagging West Stone Drive. To Jones, it ain't much different now than serving his hard time. He takes a fistful of rent money back with some cheese for the fridge. Well, it sure as hell ain't the Taj Mahal, but it's better than the bridge. Jones, what the hell are you doing out here, man? Oh, the last time I saw you, you had your future in your hands. Jones, 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 Jones.
love that song.
Another
man.
great song, man. Another great artist.
Jones.
Yeah, right.
Thankfully, I'm not a singer.
He kind of reminds me of like ZZ Top in a sense during that
He's
song.
got,
you know?
man, he's just got such a cool vibe to him. You know, Jeff's just one of those guys. You just get in there.
Jam.
You can always tell a great musician by the way
They get into
they
it.
get into it. Kind of like Erin Cover. God,
Yeah.
that girl.
It's incredible.
What's up, Erin? You watching? I don't know.
Right. Might be too, man. So we also have another great guest today. Her name is Sherry Williams.
And she's an amazing photographer.
She is an amazing photographer.
Amazing photographer.
Amazing.
So
Sherry,
tell us about Sherry.
how about we have Sherry tell us about her?
I like that. That's a good idea.
Sherry, tell
Well,
us
Sherry.
about
You need the Reader's Digest version, not a novel, right?
you. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Reader's Digest.
My mother would always tell me, Sherry, Reader's Digest version, Reader's Digest version. Mom, I know you're watching right now, so thank you for that. Well, I met James actually through a mutual friend, and that's kind of how this all got started. And he found out about my photography, and I wound up shooting a gig for him here about 6-7 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
But a little history on me, I actually never intended to be a photographer. It was an accident. I went to college back in 1998. I decided in all my infinite wisdom that it would be a great idea to go to college full time with 4 children under the age of 7. That didn't go very well. Actually, it was pretty stressful, but I actually enrolled in college to take radio and television broadcasting communications. So obviously all of this stuff looks rather familiar to me, except that my equipment was like 22 years older than what y'all are dealing with today.
Right.
Cart-to-carton reels and soundboards. But I got into college, and part of the required curriculum for radio and television broadcasting was photography. So I get into my photography courses, which altogether was about 9 months, between the studio, darkroom, and working in studio. We had to go out and do a lot of photography with available natural light, which meant you had to understand and know how to master whatever lighting situation you were presented with.
F-stops.
F-stops, focal length, understanding kelvins, which is color temperature. A lot of people don't even know what that is these days because of digital photography. But
Blues and oranges.
yes,
Blues and oranges, folks.
color temperature to me is the biggest way to get great photos besides your focal length. People a lot of times don't factor in focal length. I know y'all know all about that. But anyway, I had to go get a camera for the photography courses, and my instructor at the time was Charlie Jordan at Tri-County Technical College in Pendleton, South Carolina. He's probably not alive right now, and if he is, he's probably barely alive. But he was pretty old back then. But he said, okay, y'all got to go get you a camera. It cannot have any automated features whatsoever. You can't use any automated features. You're going to learn photography the hard way. And that was... Back then, there was no digital, there was no graphics programs, there was none of that stuff. When you went out and photographed a client or did a wedding or whatever, if you messed it up, you messed it up. There wasn't any go back and fix it, and you didn't know you messed it up until you got your film images back, which
That's
took
true.
a week or 2. So you really kind of had to know what you're doing, because you couldn't go back and do it again. You know, you had to get it right, especially weddings. I went and bought my first camera at a place called Belvedere Camera in Clemson, was it Anderson, South Carolina, and it was a Nikon FE. I fell in love with it. It's made out of stainless steel, no plastic parts. I've dropped it on concrete and it didn't break. And from the moment I touched that camera, I fell in love. I was like, wait a minute, maybe I'm not supposed to be a news reporter, because my cousin's a news anchor in Charlotte, North Carolina. Her name's Natalie Dick Chappelle. And I thought, because I'm an extroverted person, that I was supposed to be in front of the camera, but I'm also very artistic and creative. And I figured out...
And you are an actor, too.
Yes, I'm actually signed with a talent agency in Clinton, Tennessee called the Stare Agency, and I actually just auditioned for a role in a big movie yesterday, so we'll see if I get it. And the producers are actually supposed to be watching this live feed right now. So
Oh, they're watching. Producers,
They're watching.
Are you watching producers?
he's supposed to be
Do you see
watching,
what
and it's a
you've got
pretty big
here?
movie. I can't give any details away. I will say
No
it's based on a
details.
book. That's all I can tell you.
Hire
but,
Sherry, she's great.
He's tuning in. So anyway, I am signed with a talent agency, and the acting is kind of something I just kind of fell into. I've always been interested in it because I'm basically what you call an INFJ personality type, which means I'm very extroverted, but I'm also introverted, which means I'll, be hammered down with the throttle down, 1 second and hiding in the woods the next second when I get a little overwhelmed. So I kind of go from one side to the other. So I have to play to both sides of my
It's
nature.
called balance. It's called balance.
Balance,
We have to be
yes. Get
balanced.
overwhelmed, go
It's
get
true.
some quiet.
It's true.
But I fell in love with photography by accident, and when I got out of college, I interned for Ammon's Portrait Studio in Pendleton, South Carolina for about 6 months, and been on my own ever since, and I do about everything. I do...
She's an amazing photographer for weddings. If you guys are in the Pigeon Forge area, she's the lady to go to up here.
Show us some of those pictures. Show us some of those pictures.
Those photos,
She
yeah.
has some photos. There's a graduation photo.
That's at Carson Newman right there.
Yeah.
That's Claire.
That's pretty.
I think she's back in, I think she said she's from Korea, so I think she's back home now.
Nice. And then we have the next one is like
That's downtown Knoxville, Artist Alley, right there,
I
Old
love that
City.
place.
right next to my studio now.
That's a wedding client. That's Swan Plantation right there with the
the
doggies.
next one is it'll pull up. Here you go. Boom. Yeah, that's another great photo.
That is my net park. That's the waterfall at my net park in Gatlinburg.
Okay, cool. And if you do go onto her Facebook page, there's more.
There's some from the get now. That's actually your ribbon cut, your VIP open house, and the one before that was Mode Step. When I shot your Mode Step gig, James, right there on the left. That's
there's
Mode Step. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
very-
Band Les, not Mode Step. Yeah, that's Band Les.
Yeah.
That was that night Donnie brought out that incredible background, 40-foot
Screen.
screen.
Oh yeah,
behind
that
it.
was amazing. My ears were ringing for 3 days, by the way.
Yeah, I was talking to Donnie yesterday, and he said it's funny how all the people that were on stage that night are using their picture on that stage with that backdrop as their profile pic. I said, I can't blame them, can you?
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, it's
Pretty
unique.
amazing.
Yeah. Now you're also up here constantly doing photography for all kinds of different things.
Yes.
Mainly weddings. She's geared in the weddings. And she's fully in depth in weddings. She does about 5 or 6 weddings, maybe
I
10
work
a
with a
week.
wedding venue here, actually. They're kind of like their go-to photographer, and it actually sends me a lot of business without all the legwork. So, I mean, I get paid about half as much working with them as I would in my own business, but I've also got half the work.
Yeah, and
So
it's steady too.
It's simple. It's very steady because they've been in business here 30 to 40 years.
yeah.
Weddings is kind of what I fell into because of the market that I'm in here, but my love is nature photography and animals and wildlife, mountains and scenery.
And you have another business too.
I do have another business. It's called Native Ways Animals and Pet Services, and when I was living in Georgia, that was actually my primary business because I lived in Ellijay. And it's 80% agricultural. About 80% of the county in Gilmer County is pretty much unpopulated. It's just about nothing but farming. So I decided that I needed something a little less about people and more about animals, because animals are honestly probably my passion more than anything. And I was raised on a farm. I got a lot of experience with farm animals and livestock. And I said, well, you know, there's a lot of dog and cat sitters here, but there's not a lot of people that'll take care of llamas that spit on you and 900-pound pigs. So I might have a market there, and I'm not afraid of anything. Cows, horses that bite and kick. I mean, so I handled about everything. I think my most interesting animal was a client that had 4 domesticated skunks. I got to give skunks baths.
Lord.
That was interesting.
They're awesome animals if they're
They're
whatever you call it,
hypoallergenic. They're
long as you de-skunk
quiet. They don't really smell if you de-scent them. You can litter box train them, and they're very friendly and playful.
Yeah, they're cute little animals. You know, just don't scare them. If you see them out in the wilderness, you better leave them alone because they will spray you. And you
Yeah,
won't like it.
they're neat
I
animals.
can
But
tell
the
you.
farm and pet care is Native Ways Animals and Pet Services on Facebook, and the photography is Phoenix Photography Services and Fine Art Photography on Facebook. It's also Phoenix Photography Services on Instagram. And my favorite thing besides people, honestly, my goal is to have a studio and fine art gallery one day and do nothing but sell fine art canvas prints and things like that, where they can come in and, you know, buy something that's already featured or commission me to create something.
Oh, James has got some pictures of it.
Oh yeah,
right now.
it's really where I want to go. Is honestly, I love photographing people, but I want to get into the more artistic side of it and just do that for a living one day and have a gallery.
Well, keep doing what you're doing. That's for sure.
Yeah, and you need to meet her and utilize her too. I mean, she's does some amazing things. If you ever need help in the Pigeon Forge area, she's the lady to call.
I used to be a writer and reporter too. I forgot to throw that.
Yeah,
in.
with that background. And all that
Broadcast
stuff.
regulations, journalism, voice, and you know, all kinds of stuff fell into the communications. So, yeah.
Super cool, man.
Great stuff.
Thank you for bringing her on, man. She's awesome.
Most definitely. Sherry,
I remember
thank you so
seeing
much.
her at your open house. So
I was
yeah.
there running around with the camera.
Taking pictures
Yeah.
everywhere. I was like, am I in the shot? I don't want to be, no, I got to get out of the way.
Most definitely.
I got you in a couple photos.
I know you did. I wasn't trying to hide. I was just trying to not be in
You
your
can't
way.
hide from me when I got a camera.
You
You
know.
just might as well forget it.
I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't trying to hide. I wasn't. You remember seeing me on the floor when the
Oh,
guys
yeah.
were playing the music? I was on the floor all ditched out
Oh,
with
yes,
the
I-
camera,
oh, yeah.
shooting great angles, you know. Because when you're a creative person like yourself and I, you know, we're always looking for that perfect moment in time.
Uh-huh.
How do we capture it? And, you know, not everybody can be a photographer. You know, just because you can go out and buy a brand new $5,000 camera doesn't mean you know how to take pictures.
Yeah.
You can push a button, but your photography captures moments in time. And that's what makes a professional photographer.
Would you like me to tell you what I feel is one of the best kept secrets to being a good photographer? Besides the technical knowledge. And this is a lot of something that people miss. Everybody's different. Nobody's the same. Nobody wants the same thing. Nobody wants the same look. Everybody has a different personality and basic nature. And no one person that I photograph gets the exact same thing that the previous person did. I alter how I photograph, the lighting, the mood, the scene. I alter everything based on the individual standing in front of me. So the first thing I do is I read my client.
Yeah.
And I figure out what's this person going to want 20, 30, 40 years down the road when I create this memory for them in a photograph.
That's true.
Because what you're essentially doing is capturing emotions and turning them into a physical product. And to capture the emotions of a moment, you have to understand the people standing in front of you. You've got to know people. You've got to be a people person. You've got to have what I call emotional intelligence. There was a book written on that, by the way, called Emotional Intelligence, a great book. You've got to understand
Read
people.
that, folks.
Yeah, it's
Read
a
it.
great book, Emotional Intelligence.
Read it.
It's probably the most
Great.
underrated form of intelligence out there right now.
Yep. It falls right around the lines of how to win friends and influence people. It
You
is
can't-
about reading people.
Yep.
Everybody's different. You never know. You're not gonna.
You can't be a good photographer if you don't understand the people that you're photographing. You're not going to give them what they want, no matter what your technical knowledge is.
That's true. That's true. Well, Sherry, thank you so much
You're
for being
welcome.
here. We
Yeah,
greatly
thank you.
appreciate your time, folks. Make sure you check her out on Facebook. You'll love it. She does wonderful work, and if you're getting married in this area, why not give her a call?
You should give her a
Take
call.
those beautiful pictures for your beautiful moment.
Most definitely. So,
Thanks, Sherry. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
thank you so much.
We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm proud to be from a rocky top. That's where I was born and raised. I've worn the orange and white with pride all my life. Gone to most of the football games. I've never understood when people said they can't wait to leave this town. But to get rid of me, you'd have to drag me out. 'Cause I'm a boy from Appalachia, and I enjoy Smoky Mountain High. Lived off the Tennessee River all my life. Don't go anywhere without my grandpa's knife. Everyone around me likes cold beer. So if you're confused, I know you ain't from here. You bet your ass we raised some hell down in Neyland Stadium. But get used to everybody around here saying this year is the one. Ask anybody in Knoxville, Kenny Chesney still rocks. We play boys that fall on game day in the G10 parking lot. 'Cause I'm just a boy from Appalachia, and I enjoy Smoky Mountain High. Lived off the Tennessee River all my life. Don't go anywhere without my grandpa's knife. Everyone around me likes cold beer. So if you're confused, I know you ain't from here. I know you ain't from here. My daddy said when he's gone to promise him one thing. He said, bury me in East Tennessee. That's where I wanna be. 'Cause I'm just a boy from Appalachia, and I enjoy Smoky Mountain High. Lived off the Tennessee River all my life. Don't go anywhere without my grandpa's knife. Everyone around me likes cold beer. So if you're confused, I know you ain't from here. I know you ain't from here. I'm proud to be from Rocky Top. That's where I was born and raised.
Hey, we are back in action over here. Pow. So I got some great news for you guys. If you are in the Sevier County area on Saturday from 9 to 1, you can go see the One Way Band. And we actually have Vicky herself. She's a great vocalist, and she has a great talented band behind her. And we wanted to bring her up here on the show to promote the show and to promote her band. So tell us about the One Way Band. You know, how did this thing form? I know Anthony Lay very well. I know he has a venue, RT Good Times, and all that great stuff. So how did you guys get together?
This was all by luck. I had been wanting to play with Odell for a long time. Anthony, you know, me and him have been buddies since he was with my former band in 2009. And it was just all luck. All of a sudden, we were all available to get together. And we got together and we said, this is working. So we created the band, and we've had a few struggles with the COVID. We've had some people had to leave the band because of it, because they had some family members that were high risk. So we've had to do some restructuring along the way. But we found us a bass player. We got Floyd Marcy.
I used to play with Floyd, man.
He is
Actually,
with
last time I saw him, he broke his leg outside my house.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, he's come through some struggles. But, yeah, he was one of the members of the Three Dog Night Celebration.
Yep.
So we've got a phenomenal bass player. He's come right in. He has worked. He's been a workhorse.
Oh, yeah.
He has been awesome. We love him to death. Anthony, you know, what can you say? He's a drummer. He's in the background. That's where he likes to be. That's where we're going to put him.
Fair enough. Now, you're a vocalist.
I'm the vocalist.
You play keys and you sing at the same time.
Well, I hit the keys. I ain't saying I play them, but I hit them every now and again.
Now, I've heard a lot of great things about you. I have not got to actually seen you myself.
Shame on you.
I know. I'm a drummer too, man. I'm playing out in this everywhere as well with my own bands too, so it's kind of hard to catch other talent. But when you guys came to me to play at the gym bar, I looked you guys up and I saw Anthony and everyone else. I was like, oh yeah, got to get these guys booked. And then I did some research on you, and I've talked to quite a few people, and they said that you guys are a powerhouse. You guys got a lot of great things rocking and rolling, and you play a variety of music.
We do. We wanted to be a band that did a lot of different styles.
Right.
We like to do the harder stuff. Of course, they don't. They may not. But I like to give them the harder stuff to do. I have a broad range. I mean, my vocal range is phenomenal. So we want to showcase that.
Yeah.
So
what kind of stuff do you play?
I like to do hard. I like to do Journey.
Hard Journey?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I love
Journey?
I love
That's
Journey.
awesome.
And Heart. Yeah, I'm the 80s rocker here.
I
even
love
though I
that.
don't look it.
I
ain't cutting my hair.
You gotta see her clothes. She's got the coolest jeans. I'm telling you, she has got style like you don't. She's just styling. Vicky is styling.
I love it.
She brought it in. I mean, boots,
Hey, I'm a glam
pants,
babe. You know.
cool jacket, cool shirt, jewelry, bling bling, great hair, great smile.
Boom. All you need. And she has a great voice. I mean, you guys should go see her.
And she likes Journey.
The Gym Bar on Saturday, 9 to 1 a.m. It'll be going. That place gets packed. So it'll be a blast for you guys.
And Odell, the guitar player, his little fingers are just moving. And he does have Brimstone Studios, so there's a little click for him.
Right.
He's done a lot of artists in the area, giving their demos and record them up. And he's awesome. I love him to death.
Right. Well, fantastic. Tell me some songs that you really, really like to cover. Now, you were showing us some stuff prior, and we'll run a song on you guys later. But what is something that what inspires you to play, first of all, and then what is your favorite songs that you guys cover?
What inspires me to play? This is a God-given talent. I mean, I have been doing this since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
I sang in church. I was on tour at 8 years old.
Oh, man.
With the gospel choir.
Right.
Had to do it during the summers, but it was great. And then I've done a lot of singing the national anthem. I've done the Smokies Stadium. I've been on WIVK when I did the Veterans Day Parade. I do a lot of that stuff, and it's just fun for me. People say, that sounds hard. It's really not to me. It could be for other people, but I enjoy doing it. And but I have a eclectic. I mean, I like jazz. I like gospel. I like bluegrass. I like country. So we try to throw a little bit of our classic rock, because I'm classic rock era. So I love Heart. Nancy Wilson's great. And but yeah, I like AC/DC. I like Kiss. I like Led Zeppelin.
You're the classic rock, right?
Oh yeah, classic.
It's funny,
rock.
I haven't heard one country artist in there.
Now
not
I
one.
do. Now I can do some Martina. I can do some Loretta Lynn.
Loretta Lynn,
Dolly
there she is.
Parton.
I finally, she was going to say it.
You
'cause
know?
Good Lord, the way you sound, I'm like, I could just imagine you singing Coal Miner's Daughter by Loretta Lynn.
Well, I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, as soon as you open your mouth, I'm like, Loretta Lynn. There she is.
I hear that a lot.
And then you say Journey and AC/DC.
Yeah.
That I've got to hear.
I do some Ozzy. Yeah.
Oh,
How
nice.
about Ozzy Osbourne with Lee Ford?
We ain't did that one.
See, that's
Hey,
one.
Odell,
So you
there's
can
your-
play
your
Lita,
idea.
and then he can play Ozzy. That's perfect. What is that?
Yeah,
that would be a great song for you guys. to
Yeah,
sing.
we do Counting Crows. I mean, we do
Nice.
Collective Soul. We do
Oh, yeah.
Fleetwood
I love it.
Mac.
Yeah.
Love it.
Miranda Lambert. I love Miranda Lambert.
Randall
So,
Lambert.
where can people go find you guys? You guys have any original? Do you have any originals out? Actual original material, or is this
Not
just
at the moment.
strictly cover music?
Just cover music. Yeah.
If you guys need a studio or anything, let me know.
Okay.
I'm down there on Market Square now. So.
You know where one's at, right? Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we have a website, onewayband.net. We're on Facebook. All you gotta do is type in One Way Band. Make sure you put the hyphen, or you can say Only Way to Rock after the Facebook link, and it will take you there. We're on Twitter, One Way Band 5. So
Nice.
I think that's all I have so far.
You guys on Instagram?
No,
No Instagram?
I haven't figured out Instagram.
It's just like Facebook-ish, kinda.
Hey,
I haven't
listen.
figured that one out.
I know it'll be worth it to you. I tell you, Instagram is the next new, and then Snapchat. I'm telling you, Snapchat is taking off like crazy.
I got 6,000 people on the promotion account on
That's
Snapchat.
just
Maybe
It's
we could
crazy.
up that one too. I don't know.
Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok is blowing up,
Yeah.
They don't know what that is either.
Yeah, it's
This must be
okay.
for younger people. Or
right?
It is, but still, they're the ones who control the media today. So you
Yeah.
got to be in tune. A lot of times, it's hard. I mean, I don't have a TikTok account because
I don't have a
basically because I
TikTok.
don't want to dance like do all that poppy weird.
But you
dance stuff.
do well at it because people.
I would do it. I would. I'm not
people
afraid to do
like it.
anything. You know.
What is your background? What do you do for a job outside
Lord.
of playing music?
Oh Lord, you don't want that. I wear a lot of hats.
You wear a lot of hats.
I wear a lot of hats. I'm an accountant.
Okay.
I worked for Jerry Tipton CPA during the tax season. I'm a assistant manager at Dollar General
All right.
over here in Sevierville. Let's see, what else? I have Ward's Husky Land. I breed huskies.
Oh, you breed huskies.
Huskies,
breed
the dogs.
huskies.
I thought
That's
you saw husky dudes or something.
Husky
You know?
dogs, yeah.
Husky
I breed
dogs.
those. I have 7, so I have to take care of my dogs, And we got
You have
the band.
7 huskies.
Yeah, I have 7 huskies
God.
and a cat. You
I
can't
bet they.
forget the
I bet
cat.
they shed like all get out.
Hey, all you need is a good shop vac. 25
shop
gallon
vac.
shop vac. Yeah, take care of it.
That's like vacuuming up one dog a week. I'm sure.
I tell you, when they shed, they shed.
Oh, I bet. But they're gorgeous dogs
My yard looks like it has snowed.
all the time.
Yeah, when they shed.
Well,
Yeah,
fantastic.
what else do I do? Let's see. I have a little bookkeeping service. I do a lot of stuff.
Right. Keep yourself busy.
That's what
Plus
makes you
you're saying-
successful. You're not
Well,
afraid
we're
to
getting
work.
there.
You
We're
keep it
trying.
going.
Right.
You got to keep it going in this world, especially this year. Gosh, you got to wear 1,000 hats. Everybody does. I'm working 10 times harder this year, just to keep my head where it was at last year.
Yeah, I used
So.
to be an Uber driver. I used to do that, and I got too busy. I can't do it anymore.
Right.
Ship shopper.
Nobody's Ubering anywhere anymore anyway.
I
so.
think Uber's like kind of down, aren't they?
Well, Drover's come up here now. You got
Drover?
Drover.
What's
And
Drover?
Lyft.
It's like
Similar?
Lyft and Uber.
Similar thing.
This caused a lot of craziness. We were looking at talking about all that stuff when people doing stuff online like now I'm drawing a blank. The vacation, you rent a apartment somewhere or rent a house somewhere. The what's it called? I can't even think of what it's called. Anyway, the prices have dropped so much. We're talking about going to Myrtle Beach in a couple weeks, and the prices have dropped.
Yeah.
So it's,
I was out there not too long ago. It was packed, man.
Yeah.
Slammed. No
Wow.
one wearing a mask. I saw one family out of all the millions of people down there.
One
wearing
family.
Wearing a mask on the beach, hanging out.
I love those
sitting in the
pictures where
sun.
you see the people who have sunburn all over here, and then they've got a white spot where the mask.
And their eyes are wide out.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
It works.
Cool.
Anyways, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're going to play a song by you guys that you have, a video clip. And then make sure you go and see them at the gym bar this weekend. They play from 9 to 1 on Saturday. And you get your luck, you have my sound guy there. And he is amazing, man. He'll make you guys sound like a dream.
We're going to be in the Kia
So-
Rock.
Yeah, there you go. And that place gets packed, man. That place gets slammed, and they like rock, they like classic rock, and they like country rock, and that kind of thing. So it's right up your alley. I have high hopes that you guys will be back in there pretty soon. So keep in touch, and let's listen to one of her songs. This is a live video from a cell phone, and then I'm trying to get them to come do a live session one day eventually as well, and we'll get them some great stuff. So check them out. One more.
It hurts so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. Hurts so good. I ain't talking to you. I ain't make no plans. I ain't talking to right here. Walking around all day long. Walking around all day long. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. Hurt so good. Hurt so good. Come on, baby, now. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. Sometimes love don't feel like it should. Hurt so good. Hey, hey. Thank you, dancers. I'll give you a little bit of country now. And County Road 233 will under my feet. Nothing on this wide road but a little lonely. I got 2 miles to you, and he makes bed. And if I'm right, we're headed straight for here. Well, I'm going home with my shotgun and on the door a light of cigarettes. He wants a fight, well now he got one. He ain't singing me crazy yet. Like my face and show me like a rag doll. That sound like a rubber band. I'm gonna show him what a rubber made of. Just how to live. Let's have that 10
The Osbourne songs.
You can go check them out. The Gym Bar, like I said, 300 or 400 times now. That is in Sevier County, from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They bring it on. They bring it on. They're a great band.
And remember, if you go to the Gym Bar and Grill, make sure you challenge the bar girl to punch in the punching bag, because
She'll smoke you though. Good luck.
She'll smoke you. Good luck, because she's like 900,000 on that punch. You're gonna think you're a big bad tough dude, and you're gonna go bam, and she's gonna go pow, and then everybody's gonna be like, "Wow, man, you are a punk."
So who do we got on the show, man? The last one. Tell us about this
We
guy.
go way back. I'm gonna tell you something. Jeff Healy, he's one of those guys, man. We have known each other for quite a few years. We have traveled the country. I'm gonna tell you something. We have been to the Indianapolis 500 together, jammed in a mosh pit during a dubstep concert in the middle of the Indianapolis 500 to Deadmau5, which was crazy. That was amazing. And then we've been all over forever. And Jeff has got a new job that he's working here, and he's taking care of people's homes, their properties, and their yards. Jeff Healy, here he is. Welcome, Jeff. How you doing today, brother?
How you going, Jim?
I'm doing great, man. I'm so thankful that you showed up today.
Thank you.
Well, tell us what's been going on in your life. You're working for a new company. You're running the show at some place, and I want to know what you're doing. Tell us about it.
Well, I'm Jeff Healy. I'm the operations manager at Weedman here in Knoxville. Weedman is the largest franchised lawn care company in the country. Started in 1970. Locally owned. Company's been here since 2004. And I've started this position about 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Brought in by the owner to actually do some improvements for him, make him a little bit more profit, get some more customer count up, and retain our customers. Of course, customer satisfaction is my main goal.
It always has been. Since I've known you, that's all you talk about, making sure the customers are happy.
Exactly.
You go above and beyond. I mean, I'd say the new owner of this company's got to be ecstatic that you came on board 2 weeks ago. So
Yes.
I think it's amazing. So what do you guys specialize in there? What is the Weed Man specialized in? Tell us what you can help people with.
Weedman is just like it says. We control weeds. We make lawns look beautiful.
I need help.
We control. A lot of people do.
Yeah, I need help.
Weed control is very, very important throughout the year. We want to control the weeds. That's one thing that customers that I talk to every single day. What's the most things in your yard that you want to control? Weeds. And they want it weed-free and green. That comes with our fertilization program, too. We have a great fertilization program like no others. Our weed control works beautifully. We do aeration and overseeding right now. We're doing that in the fall right now to actually thicken up the turf, going into the wintertime. With this weather we got going on right now, it's prime time. Last year was real hot, real bad. This year we're getting a lot of rain. We're getting a lot of cooler temperatures. So right now we're taking on new customers to improve their properties. That's my.
Are you now? You guys are national, right? Is that what you said?
It's a franchise company, but it's nationwide. The company started in Canada back in 1970, and it's all across the country now.
Gotcha.
Locally owned. My owner's wonderful. Great guy to work for, and he brought me on to do a job for him, and I'm going to make things happen for him in terms of customer service and retaining his clients and building his business.
That's fantastic. It looks like you're in a great spot, and it looks like he's lucky to have you.
Well, it's for the first time in my life, I'm not letting a job control me. I'm
Controlling
controlling myself and control my career. I've been used to working 75, 80 hours a week, and now I'm not even near that. And
You don't even know what to do with yourself anymore, do you?
No,
I mean,
no.
good Lord, only working 45 hours a week?
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
goodness.
So
You need a
it's
second and
it's
third
normal.
job.
It's normal. My wife's like, I see her husband. I see you every night at a normal time, which is a good thing.
Which I got to say something.
Oh.
Stop right there. This man married such an amazing woman. I'm going to tell you something. I remember about the time that you met her, and you started talking to her. Your eyes, you could just tell. You are smitten. And then, of course, I questioned her sanity, but it didn't matter. She saw the greatness in you just like I did. You're a great guy. And got to go to your wedding. What an amazing day that was.
Kim was at my wedding, by the way.
I was in your wedding.
Yeah, Jim was in my wedding. So.
I was in the bridesmaids. No, I'm just kidding. We had a great time at the bachelor party too. We won't talk about that, but it was epic. It was epic. And if you're gutsy enough, you might go to Facebook and you won't see any of those pictures. I'm just going to tell you, none. But the wedding, though, however, was amazing.
Yes,
it really was.
Yes.
I know you want to give a shout out to your lovely wife.
Hey Cheryl, how you doing? I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, Cheryl. So you've been doing this now for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and with this company, I've been in the lawn care industry for 25 years.
Oh yeah, you're a specialist in what you do.
Yeah.
I know that because I've met many of your customers, and they rave about what you do for their lawns. And moving over to this new company, like I said, he's got to be just tickled to death that you're there helping them. And so if people need to have their lawn treated and have a problem with weeds, they need to call the Weed Man. Now, do you guys have a website that people can go to?
You can go. I mean, you can go to the website, which is weedmanusa.com. It'll take you right to locally right to our website if you want to quote. You can call my phone number, which is 865-206-3531.
865
206
3531 3531.
Or you can email me at WMKN. Okay, I'm sorry. WMKOPS.
KOPS.
MNGR.
MNGR.
At weedmanusa.com.
At weedmanusa.com. Cha-chung! There you go, folks. It's in the comments, so you guys can have it. Because I want to make sure that we put that up there so people can see it. Because if you have a lawn out there, folks, that needs help, this is the guy to call. You don't need to call anybody else. You need to call Jeff Healy.
And the website is weedman.com?
Weedmanusa.com.
Weedmanusa.com.
And with us, our main goal is promises kept. We come out in a property. We take our time on our properties to actually, communicate with our customers.
I got the website
what's
up
going on, and that's what we take good pride in. That's how we're going to retain our customers and build the business even more here in the Knoxville area.
That's
and
great.
we're growing out this way. Sevierville in Sevier County is big.
Yeah, well, that's a nice website. We got the website pulled up.
Yes.
Online so people can see the website because it is really cool. So. And everybody that owns a home, chances are you got a yard.
Yeah.
That's the truth. And I'd always made reference to the possibility of one day just filling my yard with pea gravel, so I don't have to mow.
Yeah.
No maintenance.
This is the first time that I've actually pretty much own a house and take care of.
Right.
And it's running a business in the entertainment business and doing everything that I'm pulling off. Plus having to keep up with this house. My roommates don't do a whole lot. Appreciate it. But
that's what roommates are for.
It's
that's what they do.
It's a lot of work. I mean, it's no joke. I have this one section of my yard that is always growing weeds, unreal amount of weeds every time. So I just cut it down. I just spray it down, every 2 weeks constantly. But keeping up with the home is always hard.
Yeah, homeownership is. It's just not like, own an apartment. We just, come and,
Well, the big thing about owning your own property and you having to keep up with it is the fact that you don't want to go try to kill the weeds on your own. It's not smart. I'm going to tell my dad, and they're here today, so this is going to be kind of funny. I remember my dad didn't mix the chemicals properly and killed the majority of the yard for 5 years. So don't do that, folks. It's not good. We still talk about that story today. Ain't that right, Dad? Dad's not smiling. Mom's not saying a word. I figured they'd say something about it, but they didn't. So you don't want to put those chemicals on your yard. You want to call a professional, and that's why you need to call Jeff.
Correct.
Yes.
We know when to put it out, what time to put it out, and why we need to put it out. It's a year-round service that works great. We've been proven, good by many people. Yeah, I mean, it's we get a lot of customers here in the Knoxville area and out in Sevierville and in Sevier County, and we're looking to grow out this way. And this is, where I need to be, and I look forward to, bringing on more customers in the future.
That's right. Hey, listen, I half expect you guys to double in size by next year. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit. Not a bit.
Well, my goal is to get as many as I can.
And you will.
Yeah.
And you will. You're a mover and shaker, Jeff. You always have been. I think the world of you. Thank you so much for being here, man. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we go? Because the show is coming to a close. You got anything else?
No, that's it. Just be safe out there.
Be
Yeah,
safe
thank
out
you for
there.
having. Thank you for coming on the show. I want to run through this one more time.
Run through the list,
Okay.
James, because we got a lot of
There we
entertainment
go.
going on.
So up here in Pigeon Forge area, Gatlinburg Brewing Company, Jeff Lane, September 25th, 7 to 10. William King, September 26th, 7 to 10 at Gatlinburg Brewing Company. Union Place in Knoxville, Chris Long, September 26th, 3 to 6 p.m. prior to the UT game. At the Gym Bar up here in Sevier County, you got the One Way Band on Saturday from 9 to 1 a.m. Finn's Tavern on Thursday, you have Jacob White out of Georgia from 7 to 9. And, of course, at Cotton Eye Joe's, you have Hayden Kaufman at 9:30-ish. Make sure you catch the show. And then I have one more thing that I want to say. I want to give a huge shout-out to a loving family of mine that's super close to me. Today is my 8-year anniversary of my friend who died, and he took his life, and it's an awful thing. But I use this, I use his death to, make me work harder and everything in between. And I just want to give a huge shout out to the Bates family. I love you guys. Anything you guys ever need, please hit me up, and I'm always here to take care of you as much as possible. Sarah, you've turned into a beautiful woman. You have a beautiful family. I'm so proud of you guys, seriously. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Man, I love that. Having the ability, to be able to say things like that on a TV show. And if you
are struggling, make sure call your friends and call your family, and they will help you.
They want to hear from you. They do. They
So-
want to hear what's going on in your life. Don't shut them out. Know that you're loved. Folks, every week I always say this: be blessed and remember to be a blessing to others. Man, until next week, love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
See you then.